Hi Geminis, and welcome to your relationship profile reading. Also, welcome to my channel. If you are new, I'm the Dream Medium. So in case you are unfamiliar with my relationship profile readings, just know that you will be getting 3 spreads in this video, okay? So you do have the past. So the top 3 cards represents what happens in the past between you and your person. The bottom 3 cards represents what is happening presently between you and your partner. And then over here to the side, I do have your future spread. So once we're done talking about your past and your present, I will be showing you your future spread. So, Geminis, let's just get started on your past. Looking at your past spread, you do have the Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Death card. So, I love this already because, the cards are speaking to me so clearly. So, I probably won't need any clarity cards in this video, but if I do, I will be shuffling, and so I'll be pulling out more cards if I do need any more clarification. Starting with this Two of Swords here, really what I'm seeing is that in the past, whoever you were dealing with, and just understand that since this is a general reading, the energies can be reversed. So if I am speaking on a specific person and you know that you didn't do that, or that you don't have that kind of character, then this is your partner that I'm talking about, okay? So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Please do not force anything to resonate, all right? It's a general reading. So starting with this Two of Swords here, I'm seeing that either you or your partner, but for ease, I'm just going to say that this is your partner who really, I'm just seeing that they were not making a decision about what they truly wanted in this connection. I'm even hearing on and off. So this connection was always on and off. It's like you're together one day and then the very next day the two of you are not together. Very spontaneous. There was no stability in this connection. I'm even seeing that for the majority of you, there was never really like an official title on the connection, as in boyfriend or girlfriend. There was no titles because the two of you were just, I'm not sure if you were just casually dating, just getting to know each other, but I'm also hearing that it's like one partner really wanted things to be official, but the other partner never gave that to them, never asked them to be their girlfriend or asked them to be their boyfriend. This is not gender specific whatsoever, but the two of you, to simply put it, the two of you were not on the same page. And it's not that your partner was unable to make a decision. I'm really seeing that they willingly, like they chose to not make a decision. Perhaps I'm seeing that they had way too many options. So it's like whenever, that those rare moments where they would actually think about settling down with you, in their mind, they would also think about the millions, or I don't want to say millions to be, over dramatic, but they would think about their other options, other women that they can date or other men that they can date. So this is a person who really has a hard time settling down with just one partner. Next, in your past spread, you do have the Seven of Cups. So what I'm seeing with the Seven of Cups is that you were dealing with, I hate to say it, but it seems like you were dealing with a player. I'm telling you, this person had many options. But what they failed to realize is that although they had a lot of options, none of those options could really compare to you. And if you'll see here with the Seven of Cups, notice how all of these 7 cups look the same from the outside. They're all yellow or golden, shiny cups. So they all look the same from the outside, but from the inside, they contain very different things. So for an example, For this cup up here, there's a snake inside, which represents bad luck or misfortune, while there's jewelry in this cup here, which represents fortune, luck, abundance. So, really, what I'm seeing, it's like, quality over quantity. They may have had many other women who wanted them, or many other men who wanted them. They may have had an overload of options, but those options were never quality options, or at least those other options that they had never really compared to you. And they were aware of that, because I'm seeing it's almost like if this was a player, okay, let's say that they had other women who wanted them, they saw the traits in those other women, and they just knew that those other women cannot and could not compare to you. They had their own problems with their options, and I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that they were not even able to have a stable relationship with those other women or with those other men. They were having problems in their other relationships with those other people as well. But the Seven of Cups is telling me that there came a time where they really realized that it's really truly about quality and not so quantity. Next, you have the Death card. So the Death card is the last card in your past spread. And, the Death card, it's pretty self-explanatory. The Death card represents an ending, a person who's ending something and moving forward, starting a new beginning. So I'm really seeing here that in the past, you were dealing with a person who did not want to commit, did not want to settle down with one person. They had a lot of player issues, player ways. But with the Death card, I'm seeing that they really did put an end to that, because they realized that, while they may have many options, they have one solid woman or man who they really can't find in these other options. So let's just talk about what's happening presently or currently between you and your person. In your present spread, you do have the Six of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Chariot. So what I'm seeing with the Six of Swords is that the two of you, they did come back to you. The two of you did reconcile. I don't want to say reconcile yet, but I'll say that the two of you did reunite. Now, when you reunited, if this hasn't happened already, just understand that you do have 3 cards in each spread, and they are not all going to happen at the same time. So the fact that the Death card was the very last card in your past, right, in your past spread, and then the very first card in your present spread is this Six of Swords. So it's sort of like the Death card is leading or connecting to the Six of Swords, because they're putting an end to their player ways and they're coming right back to you if they haven't already. For some of you, the two of you have already reunited. For the other half, not yet, but it will happen very, 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 very soon, because this is your present, and the Six of Swords does start your present, okay? So really what I'm seeing with this Six of Swords here is that if the reunion hasn't happened already, just know that when it does happen, okay, when the two of you do come together, or for my other half where it has already happened, understand that the two of you have a lot to work on. This is not going to be an easy reunion, okay? And I'm not really surprised, because in the past you were dealing with someone who was sort of all over the place. So with the Six of Swords here, there was a lot of damages that were done in the past. So when the two of you do come together, or now that the two of you are together, for my other half, know that the two of you really need to work on yourselves, especially your partner, because, swords represents negative feelings. It represents pain that stems from betrayal, cheating, whatever, heartbreak. And there are 6 swords in this boat. Notice how you see this man, woman, and child. And for some of you, you could have a child with them. You don't have to. But with this Six of Swords here, this family, these people, they're going on their journey, right? They're on this boat going on their journey, but inside of their boat are these six swords. And it's interesting because they're not trying to remove these six swords. It's almost like they're ignoring, they're pretending like it's not there. And what they don't realize is that the more they ignore their problem, the worse it gets. During their journey, these six swords will damage this boat, and they will most likely sink and drown. So it's like the more you ignore your problems, the worse it gets. So this is saying that for my half of you, where you have, reunited with this person or reconnected with this person, the two of you need to be working, working on each other, working on yourselves individually, changing, transforming, because there's a lot of pain here. And for my other half of you, where this reunion hasn't happened yet, like I said, it's going to happen very, 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 very soon. Like a couple of days, a couple of weeks, very soon. But for my other half, where it hasn't happened yet, but it will happen soon, this will prepare you, because when it does happen, know that there's a lot that needs to be talked about. Communicate with them what they need to do better this time around, so that there won't be another separation. Next, you have the Four of Wands. So every time I see this Four of Wands, I just get redemption. The Four of Wands, this is marriage. This couple here, they are celebrating their wedding day. But notice how they have these wands in front of them. And whenever I see wands as a reader, I see wands as an obstacle. And so when I see this Four of Wands here, I really see a married couple who are showing that, yes, they're married, but it wasn't easy getting here. They had their own obstacles in the relationship to overcome. And so it's like, once you overcome this, whether this is pain, maybe one of you are, have maybe one person in this connection doesn't trust the other, and that's what the two of you need to work on. Your partner needs to regain your trust. Whatever it is, once you take out these swords and heal each other and change for the better, there will be redemption for this connection that could possibly lead to marriage. Next, you have the Chariot card. So the Chariot card is really just double the confirmation. The Chariot is when a person is going on a journey. So for a lot of you guys, if it has been a while since you met this person, or since you last saw this person, they're coming back to you. Whether they have to travel to come see you. Maybe you guys live far apart. Maybe you guys live in different countries or states. Maybe I'm even seeing with the Chariot card that for some of you, you were broken up with. So your person left you. And so that's why with this chariot card, it's symbolizing that the same partner who broke up the connection, they're coming right back. All right. So now let's just take a look at your future spread. What do you have in the future? Oh, we have a reversal. I rarely ever get reversals, so this will be interesting. So you have the Two of Pentacles in reversed. Next, you have the World card, and this is upright. Next, you have the Seven of Wands. All right, so starting with this Two of Pentacles in reverse, which is a really positive card. Intuitively, that's what I'm getting, because typically if the Two of Pentacles were to be in the upright position, it would represent a person who is being indecisive and a person who is juggling. But the fact that it is in reverse is telling me that, yes, your person used to be, indecisive and, all over the place, a player, whatever, in the past. In the future, they will not be like this. Okay, in the upright, it's indecision. Reverse, this is a person who knows what they want. Next, you have the World card. So when I was looking at the World card, intuitively what I got was that the two of you are actually soulmates, and that's why you're getting another chance to be with each other, like a second chance to work this out. But it really, what I'm seeing, wow, this is beautiful. Really, what I'm seeing with the World card, it's like it's always been you. I'm seeing that for a lot of my Geminis. You've known this person for a long time. Maybe the two of you were childhood friends. Maybe you went to high school together. Maybe you started dating when you were young and now y'all are back together. But it's like you were always meant to be. You were always there. You were always there, but they were going through, their player ways and they were not seeing you, but now they do. But that's just what I'm hearing with the World card. It's like you were always there, you always wanted to be with them, but they seemed like they wanted to do other things. Next, you have the Seven of Wands. So, really, what I'm seeing with the Seven of Wands is, oh, okay. So, intuitively, what I'm seeing with the Seven of Wands is that this person, for a very long time, the love was always there for you. It's like they always knew that you were the one, but they were fighting it. Like they were running away from their feelings. They were trying to convince themselves otherwise. It's like they were really having this inner conflict with themselves. And they looked so silly. And that makes sense because the World card was telling me it's like you were always there for them. You've always been there. So there was no point for them to even, go through other people or experience other people because you were always there. And they looked silly. They looked so silly, fighting their feelings for you. Notice how this gentleman here, it's like he's trying to fight off these wands, but look at what's in his hands. He's using a wand to get away from these wands. He looks silly. Wow. I love this reading. It was very straightforward. It came to me very clearly. So, Geminis, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are interested in getting a personal reading, because this is a general reading, so if you would like a personal reading, especially a relationship profile reading, I do offer this type of reading for my personal readings. So you can visit my website, the link is in the description box, and book a reading with me. And so we can, get more specific and talk about what's happening with your personal love life, with your personal situation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.